Concealed carry for survival, for an SHTF situation. You know, I get a lot of people commenting on why do you need a concealed carry permit in a grid down, no law situation? Why should a prepper need a concealed carry permit? Now, a couple of questions that I get as far as a person that is concerned about the way things are going in our country is, why do I want to put myself on a list as a concealed carry holder? And number two, saying, well, why should you have a concealed carry permit? Because in an SHTF situation, you're not going to need a permit because everything's going to be crazy. But one of the things we need to understand as far as an SHTF situation, and this happened really strongly down in Argentina when they had an economic collapse in 2001. And if you've ever read the book, The Survival Manual for the Coming Economic Collapse by Verfael, which is an excellent book, by the way, one of the things he said is the police won't be around to protect you, but they will be around to arrest you. So it's really important to make sure that you stay legal even in an SHTF situation. You could be on foot, you could be in your vehicle trying to get somewhere and be stopped at a roadblock, and if you don't have a concealed carry permit, you could really find yourself in trouble. And to answer the second part of that question is, do I want to put myself on a list? Do I want to expose myself to maybe some federal tyranny that may happen during martial law? Having my name on a list as a concealed carry holder, do I want to take that risk? One of the things I want to address specifically is that question, because guys, we've got to stand up. We've got to make our voices heard. If nobody speaks up, then we're all doomed. That's why it's really important to stand up for your rights. You know what? You're legal. You're able to buy a handgun anyway. You should definitely get your concealed carry permit. We lived in North Carolina when a lot of the concealed carry phenomena swept this country. And for a while there, I would not go get my concealed carry permit because I didn't want to be on a list, because I kept coming up with reasons why I shouldn't get it. But once I got my concealed carry permit, I felt like I could be an effective sheepdog. That if I ever walked into a place and I had my pistol on me and I had to use it, I would be legally able to carry my weapon in that situation. And that is really important, because if you are a sheepdog, you're already concerned about people and helping and assisting people that are in need. But one of the things you need to realize is that if you're carrying a gun concealed and you get caught with that you could possibly lose your rights to even own a firearm. You know, the Bill of Rights is great, and you can look at all of those amendments and you can say, you know what, that's what makes me a free American. But the Second Amendment is the only article of the Bill of Rights that gives us the power to retain the rest of those rights. You know, with all the universal background check threats, of course, thank goodness that bill was defeated. But don't think the battle's over. They'll come back with more. But once you get your concealed carry permit, it gives you your background check. Your universal background check has been done. You have it on you. So concealed carry is a very important part of a prepper's life. You're preparing for your family. You're hoping to defend your family in a tough situation. You really need your concealed carry permit. Now, one of the classes we recently hosted, and this was from my good friend Mike Lau at the South Carolina Gun School, I was able to get some good footage and give you guys a taste of at least a CWP class or a concealed carry class in the state of South Carolina. These will differ in different parts of the country with different states, but it does give you a feel.
We've got another class going on that we've got the other one of our instructors, Red Yore, and Donnie Nelson, they're out there doing it. You'll probably see them at the range, so we're all going to kind of get to the range at the same time this morning. It does, it's for if you're under 18 or something. Some resemblance between most all guns have a lot of the same operating parts, just differently placed.
Fingerprinting is part of the process, and here in South Carolina, we were fingerprinted, we fill out the necessary paperwork, and then we send in this paperwork to SLED, which is the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. And they process it, they send it to the FBI for a background check, and then you get it within 90 days. Again, with other states, it's totally different. But if you're in South Carolina, that's what you're going to expect.
That's fine. Yeah. No, that'd be fine. 50. I got some extra if you don't have any.
One of the things you have to do is go through an 8-hour class. And part of that is done at the range to show your proficiency. A concealed carry class is not training to learn how to use your gun. It's only to show proficiency.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you guys got your targets marked?
You done in?
Yeah. Put 2 fingers in there. Press that out.
One of the things I want to mention though is if you're going to get your concealed carry permit, is please make sure that you know your gun and that you take it out and shoot it before you go to the class. And I know many of you are going to think that's the craziest thing you've heard, but there were so many people that had never fired their weapon until the class. And one of the important things, whether you're going to carry concealed or home defense, is you need to make sure you're proficient with that firearm, and that comes with training. Going to the range, spending some time, shooting a couple of hundred rounds, maybe not all at once, but going through your pistol or your rifle, your shotgun, and making sure that you know how to use it. If you're not careful, you get into the Hollywood mentality and you think, oh, I can handle it, but you'll be amazed at how many people will completely miss a large target the first time they start to shoot. Now, if you're looking to take a good concealed carry class, check your local gun shop. Typically, they have someone that they know that's good, that's in the area. Here in the upstate of South Carolina, the South Carolina Gun School is an excellent option, not only for your concealed carry permit, but also for training with pistol, rifle, or shotgun. In fact, if you come to one of his defensive rifle or pistol classes, you may easily find me there shooting as well. You know, our founding fathers set up the Second Amendment where there would be no infringements on your Second Amendment rights. And unfortunately, things have changed a lot with our government. Being allowed to get your concealed carry gives you a lot of power. And yes, it is somewhat of an infringement on your rights to have to go through all the paperwork and go through everything you have to do. But you need to do it, you need to stand firm, and you need to let your voice be known. Take a stand, get your concealed carry permit, and stand up for American rights and your family. So if you're a prepper, if you're into survival, if you're getting ready for the zombie invasion, you need to get your concealed carry permit and be ready not only to stand as an American citizen, but also to be able to protect your family and the ones you love legally. And the last thing you want to do is end up in jail, not able to protect your family and to lose your gun rights. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. But next I need a concealed cigar permit to hide this from my wife and kids.